Hi guys, in this episode of Decay, I'm gonna be reacting to the most recent and probably last comeback by the girl group Loona with their song Flip That. And what a perfect title for the final song of theirs that I will be reacting to most likely, or at least their last song that they ever released, unless there was another release that I'm not aware of. Because the current situation with Loona, I mean, I haven't really been following it much or anything, so I'm not aware of like why it happened and what exactly is happening, but from what I understand, they're basically dead for all intents and purposes now. So, yeah. I don't really have much to say in that regard other than I'm so sick of companies abusing their idols and screwing them over. It's just so unfair, man. Like, there are already so few idols that and groups that make it in the industry, and then the ones that do make it still have to deal with this. It's just so annoying. And even as a fan, it's so annoying because then I don't know how to feel about enjoying the music knowing what the idols have suffered through to create that music, you know? But yeah, let's not focus on those negatives. Let's just get into what you guys are here for, that being my reaction to Loona's Flip That in 3, 2, 1. Love the outfits. Man, I've never really managed to get a grasp on what their style of K-pop music is. I think that's why I was never like the biggest fan of them or anything. Dude, so many good outfits in this music video. I can't decide which ones I love more. Is it the pink ones? These ones, like the ones that are like very colorful, or the white ones in the forest? So many good ones. They look amazing. This is probably one of their best like looking music videos in terms of their visuals. This is the best they've looked, if you ask me. I do kind of dig this song overall. I love that Flip That part, it's so good. I'm so envious of their visuals, man. And their outfits. I also think they really get to show off their vocals in this song, which is not something I noticed about them before, like how good vocally they are. I'm not saying they were bad, I just didn't really notice or focus on their vocals before. Everything flipped, and we start the journey through the free. Oh, how topical for the current situation. Okay, so like I said earlier, I never really got a grasp of Loona in terms of their music. Because I think the first song of theirs that I heard was like one of the songs by one of their subunits, Odd Eyes Circle, I think it was. I don't remember what the song name was, but I'm pretty sure I've mentioned it before in some reactions to Luna's music, so check out some of those videos for that. But that's the first song of theirs that I heard, so that kind of shaped my perception for what their music is like. And I feel like the style that they had was like very unique and interesting with that song. But then I'm pretty sure like their like big group releases didn't sound anything like it, and in some ways sounded a little bit too Western for my taste at the time, because at the time I was disliking the fact that K-pop was sounding more and more like Western music, and it was kind of losing its K-pop unique K-pop identity that I fell in love with. And because of that, I didn't really follow them much. But then I think around like 2020, I kind of started following them more to my reactions. But even then, I feel like they switched their sound for each comeback so much that again, it's still very hard to kind of get a grasp of what their own identity is like. And I think one of the last song of theirs that I checked out was like a hard hitting one, but correct me if I'm wrong. So it's kind of surprising that once again they switched to like a more soft one. And this one, honestly, even despite the fact that I do not really have a much of a grasp on their musical identity, doesn't really feel much like Loona. I think that's why I also was like very surprised by how much I focused on the vocals and how good they were, because I feel like their music wasn't necessarily ever like focusing on that. So for them to focus on that in this one is kind of surprising. Like this feels like something I could see like groups like From Is 9, for example, doing, or Oh My Girl. It doesn't feel like a Loona song in that regard, but it's not a bad song, that's for sure. I definitely enjoy it. I definitely like it. The music video is pretty. Their outfits are pretty. They're pretty. The vocals are pretty. Like it's a good release. It's almost a flawless release, honestly. I just have to see whether the catchiness of the song is gonna stick with me. So we are gonna be checking it a second time before I say my final thoughts. But I definitely like it. I definitely like it. I still think I prefer the last song of theirs, which I checked out, which I think was like more hard hitting, or something. Give me a second to check. Yeah, I think the last song of theirs that I seem to have in my playlist is Paint the Town, and that one was definitely far more hard hitting. So I still like that one more, but I still think for what this is, it's pretty good. So there's that. So without further ado, you know what? I'm not gonna be checking it out the second time, honestly. I don't really think there's much to be gotten for me by doing that. Like, I'm just gonna be wasting my time for 3 minutes, so I'm not gonna do that, actually. But yeah, I think it's going to stick in terms of its quality. Like, I think if I listen to it more, the catchiness is gonna stick. So in terms of a rating for this one, I'm honestly gonna give it a pretty solid 9.2 out of 10. I just don't really feel quite blown away to give it a 10 out of 10, which is kind of like one of my requirements for giving it a 10 out of 10, but it is pretty good, and in many ways it could easily be a 10 out of 10. I just keep that for like songs that really blow my mind. But yeah, I am curious though, what did you guys think about these songs? So comment your thoughts down below and let's have a discussion about this. And also, if you want me to check out some more Loona songs so I can get more of an idea of their music, I guess, comment down below and show me that there's a demand for a reaction like that. Or alternatively, go through my Patreon and Ko-fi account, where at the specific tier I've created for it, you get to demand me to do a reaction like that. Like even just going and subscribing over there, and telling me that that's why you subscribed is going to make me far more likely to do something, because supporting me over there is a big thing, you know? So it's always appreciated. But yeah, I also want to give a huge shout out to my currently 4 patrons on Patreon: Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, Corby Dead, and Tia Rose Gelatly. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. They have decided to support me and have continued to support me such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please have a like, subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you do enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Coffee account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video to somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!